Hello there. I'm going to play selectors today. I'm going to just jump straight to my press conference, and I'm going to be Andrew McDonald giving a press conference about the selection of the Australian team. So hello everybody. Thank you for joining us today. So I'm here today to announce the 11 to face India in Delhi for the second test. Now, a lot of people know that we had quite a successful run which saw us come to be ranked number one in Test cricket and also in a prime position to qualify for the World Test Championship. Indeed, this series is the last series and we need to either win or draw just one match and we will qualify for that final. And with it being in England, we have every chance, every hope of being able to win. So with that in mind, we have decided to go in with essentially the same 11 that we have used to win the majority of those test matches that has put us in to that position. So unfortunately there is one injury that means that one player will be missing, and that is Josh Hazlewood. The other 10 are the 10 who had picked for most of those matches. Those being David Warner and Usman Khawaja as openers, Marnus Labuschagne and Steve Smith in the middle order, along with Travis Head, who'll be coming back. Next will be Cameron Green. He still has some injury issues that may limit his ability to bowl his full amount of overs, but we are confident that he's back enough from injury and he'll be taking his place in the side. Next we have Alex Carey, our wicket keeper, Pat Cummins, our fast bowling captain. Mitchell Stark is coming back into the side. He'll offer a left arm fast bowling option. He was one of the 11 that we had picked for most of our matches. Nathan Lyon will continue his role as Australia's main spin bowler. And for the 11th position, who will be here to fill in for Josh Hazlewood while he is still out injured, that player will be Scott Boland. And I know that there was a thought to consider Todd Murphy after he had a fantastic debut, taking 7 wickets in an innings in Nagpur. But it is a bit of a horses for courses situation, and at Nagpur we left out Travis Head because the pitch was curated in a way that disadvantaged left-handers. We also felt that Travis Head, who has a poor record overseas, may struggle, so we let him sit out that test. He's coming back in, and in a similar way, Todd Murphy, we think, probably had some advantages in that test that he may not have in Delhi. He might, but we think that it would be a bit of a risk to play. So we are going with Scott Boland, who bowled very well in Nagpur and has consistently been a real great support bowler for us. So we feel that in the debate between Scott Boland or Todd Murphy, it is the safer option to pick Boland. And so that's the 11 that we'll be going in with. Now there were some thoughts and I'd like to go over them, and so we did consider whether David Warner was right to continue at the top of the order. We considered putting Travis Head in there in his place, or alternatively Peter Handscomb. Either way, Peter Handscomb would have been playing. Would have been a question whether he was in the middle order or at the top of the order. Matthew Renshaw is more of a regular opener, but we felt that his performance at Nagpur was not good enough for us to be, not at the level for us to be considering him to come in as an opener. And there were others that we have considered. Matthew Kuhnemann has come into the squad and offered a second left arm option along with Ashton Agar, and we felt that the only place that we could have put him in was to replace Nathan Lyon. And whilst Nathan Lyon did struggle a bit in the first test, we felt it was be premature to play Kuhnemann and too big of a risk. Although we are still going to be considering Kuhnemann for the other test matches, depending on how they play and how the rest of the team makes up. So that's the team that we're going to go in with. So it's a very familiar team, in many ways a very safe team. We're going to be looking at our strengths and backing the players that we have backed and that have continued to support us over the last 12 months. and that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I know, look, there are some thoughts of doing some left field things. Kuhneman could play instead of Lyon. We could have had Lance Morris in there. We could have dropped Boland. We could have played 2 spinners, and all sorts of other things we could have considered, but that may be the safe one. That may be the one that can get the job done, that has faith in the players, that is more well-deserved, less left field. And Australia do like to have teams that deserve it. Yeah, we go for hunches every so often, but we also like to have players that really do a lot to deserve it. And even though it does seem pretty cruel to drop Todd Murphy after 7 wickets, I think it's the right thing to do. And look, if you look at the alternative, it just messes with the team too much. So I think that team has a good chance. I'm not saying that they'll win, but they have a better chance than we did in Nagpur. I still think we'll probably lose in Delhi, but it'll be a much closer affair with that team. But we'll see what the selectors actually do. But that's the team that I'll be backing. That's it from me. Bye bye now.